Yo guys, what is going on? My name is Antwn and welcome back to another episode of Figuring It Out. Yes, we are back on this series and it is sun setting. It is sunsetting. The sun is setting is what I tried to say, but I wanted to show you guys this. I started AFK fish farming off camera and the new snapshot makes it very difficult. I had to change the farm up a bit, put a stair here instead of a slab, but we got an absolutely insane amount of stuff through this. But I found that it's a lot harder to actually get mending books with the new snapshot, and I need to run back to our bed and sleep because I have not slept since AFK fish farming last night. And it went well, but we didn't get a mending book, which kind of stinks. There's so many more things that you can get in fishing now, like the nautilus shell and a couple other things, and I grabbed nautilus shells, I think. No, I didn't. I'm not quite sure what they do. I do want to read up about them, but man, look at our castle, or our tower, I should say. If you guys missed the last episode, we finished building that. It is 100% complete, which is very, very nice indeed, but we are going to head over here and take a sleep, and then we're going to talk about what we are going to be doing in this episode, which is going to be completing a path that we started in the last one. So, if I walk over here, past the first house that we built in this series, and it will get new ones soon. Don't worry, we'll come up with some new designs soon. We started this pathway and we started digging out where this pathway is going to end up, and it's going to go up here, up the mountain. This is going to get terraformed a little bit more today. We're probably going to start off with that actually, and then it takes you up to where our new nether portal location is, which is inside of this little cave that we built, I should say. There looks like there's a glitch over there with the blocks. Let me reload my frames, or reload my chunks. There we go. That looks much better over there. So yeah, we're making progress here. I really like how this path kind of shaped out, and the next part is just bringing it up this mountain. So I'm going to start by digging this out a bit. I don't want it to be too steep. What's going to make this special is that we're going to have the kind of arch. We're going to terraform this a bit, have an arch go over the top, so we're kind of going underneath something, and I think that's going to look really, really awesome and really test my terraforming skills. So we're going to see how that goes. But I need to clear out my inventory as well. This was all from before AFK fish farming that I never cleared out of there. So I gotta put some stuff in chests, and man, I gotta get digging. You guys are gonna be excited about this one. So something that I always see, especially in this series and in Oracle, is build on camera more. And I really want to. I enjoy building on camera. The problem with building on camera is that it's very, very difficult to talk about what you want to talk about and also focus on what you're doing. But I thought, you know, this is the series where we do figure things out, hence the name. So I want to try and talk about what I'm doing while doing it. So you can see path progress has been made. Of course, I'm going to have to sleep in a second. But my thought process throughout this whole thing was, imagine yourself actually going up here and placing slabs, right? So that was my thought process. I'm trying to imagine where the slabs are actually going to go. And I think that's been helping me a lot put this area together. So this part here is actually a little bit jaggedy. I think I might put it like so. I think that'll help a little bit more, but you gotta imagine, like, okay, I'm gonna have a slab there, and there. That'll make me be able to go up. So that's a very, very helpful tip. Like, always plan. You don't need the blocks in your inventory. Just use your head a little bit. Like, think, what could I place there that's going to make that look better? Or what can I place there that's going to make that actually work, right? So that's what we're doing. The path is pretty jagged. That was the goal. I wanted it to curve to the right and then do like a hard 90-degree turn to the left, which is what we have done. And you can also see that I've just kind of mined out whatever blocks are directly above the path. So that way I know exactly where the path is and where it's outlined. So it'll help me out a lot more. Now, I think that I actually want to keep the stone in the middle here and not have the dirt path. Obviously have the dirt path go up to where it is, but I think I want to actually use the stone, which means it'll be transformed eventually into stone and cobblestone. But we are actually almost at the top here, and this is the hardest part because this is the curve. So what I did is I imagined, okay, slabs are going to go there, and there, and slabs on this level are probably going to go there, and there. So that way you can walk up easily, and then there's going to be more slabs there. You can keep going up, and then we're practically done at this point. And I've tried to always keep it not flat, right? I never want it to look like you're going up in a straight line of 4, because then it doesn't look natural, right? You can always see like 2 and 2, this one's 2 and 1, this one's 2, 1, 1. Like, I always try to vary it up. So I think on this one we're just going to go in like so, and then this one we can bring back a decent amount. And I think that right there is our finished path design. I think, well, it's not obviously the design of the path, but the shape of it, right? So now we have the shape that we want. It is 4 wide. I think some parts I might want to make it 5, like right here. That way it seems a little bit bigger. So I think we'll do something like so. That way we have 5 here, and then it goes down into the 4 part. I might actually expand this a bit now that I'm saying it out loud. I think that could work. I don't know. Yeah, this block has to go. These ones would go as well. So let's mine those straight up to the surface, and then this would probably go back like that, and then we'd have a 2-1-1, which is I think what I just did. Yeah, awesome. So I think this one too might go back, or at least this would go away. That way it's a little bit more open, and I think I'm happy with that. Maybe a block there to ease it in a bit more, but then I'm gonna need a block here, and then that's gonna cause all this to get messed up. But I think that's fine. I think we're good like that. This part I can stretch out if I have to, and I think that adds a little bit more curve, which is good. That's what we want to have. Again, we don't want it to look very jagged, or we do want it to look jagged. We want it to not look straight, so it's good. I think I'm happy with this. So the next step now is I'm gonna place in the slabs and decide where I want to do the stone part, and also kind of mine these out a bit, right? Because I want it to outdent. So I want it to eventually basically go something like so, and then have the actual cave part up top. So you get, or the tunnel part, I should say, the landmass that's going up top, because it's not really a cave, right? That's a cave. This is just like an underpass. So that's what I got to work on now. That's going to be very complicated, so I don't really want to do that on camera, but we will probably do a little bit at least, just so I can get a little bit more used to it. And I need to grab some slabs, so I'm going to do that and figure out what the heck I'm doing with this path. Another basic shape has been done. We have the cobblestone slabs in, but I wanted to show you guys something kind of cool. But first, let's put in some slabs. I think that looks pretty good. We'll put in some more oak slabs here. I did want to finish the actual path part that we have going on here and not just kind of leave this stranded. I don't like how that looks with that. I think that looks better. I didn't like how it was just 4 straight in a diagonal, which is something, again, you want to avoid. It's the same thing as having 4 in a row. And then here, I think we might do a little bit of both, right? I think we might do that, and then maybe a cobblestone slab could be a good choice. But you can see I have stairs in my inventory, and the reason for that is I wanted to add some variation with cobblestone stairs on these slabs, and maybe even on the actual parts where it's in the stone. So first off, let's complete this path, because that is our main objective right now. That way this can be fully functional in a way. There we go. That looks good. Eventually I will have to put slabs under there, but I'm not going to worry about that right now in this clip. And I actually do not like that block there at all. That looks better. So go back up here, place in some more path. I'm going to probably cover it all in path here, and then we'll decide where we want to have some dirt, like right there. That's a good spot. Boom, grass block. And so just so you have a little bit of variation in the same thing here, obviously eventually those grass blocks will not be there. I can promise you that. So we'll do the same thing here. Oh, I thought I deleted that one. Apparently I did not. Wait, I'm not deleting them. I am pathing them. That is not deletion. That is just remaking the block. So we'll do the same thing on this side here. That looks good. And then one more up here, and this one I think I'll do mostly path. Yeah, I think that's good. So now we have a very, very nice path design going here. So it curves around here. Obviously, eventually we'll have like some more buildings, something in the back around there, some like light design, right? We're gonna need some type of light for these things, and then obviously I want leaves everywhere too, because leaves just make everything look better. But now this thing is fully functional, which is good. So now we can get up here. Oh, I did want to try. Ooh, what if the stair was in the block and then underneath was cobblestone? Ooh, I like that. Okay, so but basically the premise was though, you would place cobblestone where some of the slabs are, or in harder places where, you know, it's more tight getting up, like right here. I could place a stair, and that way you can go up a lot easier. So it's another way to add some easy variation that I would highly recommend. I just got to do some slabbing on this part, but of course it's getting late. Every time I record, it's got to turn to night, so we're going to do that, and then when I come back, we're going to start thinking about how we're going to do this archway. So I think I figured out the best way to do this. I think what I'm going to do is take the parts where it's on the edge and make a bridge across to the other side and see where it matches. That way, we'll match this one here. So we'll say that it's that high, and then we can make like our own little bridges to get back and forth, and then we can shape it the way we want, which I think is going to be really helpful. So let's see, how big is that? That's a good size for the opening of this. I think that's fine. And then we're going to kind of do this on every block or two upwards. So I think the next one we'll do is right about here, and we'll go up again, and then we'll go down right there. And that way, again, we're keeping the similar shape. Well, this one actually we might not even have to really go up. This one, because that's almost close to the max height, this is really the only one where I want to arc it upward. And then this one over here, we can arc this one up here, like so. And then same thing, we could actually probably connect these two like that, and I think that is how we're gonna do it. The other thing that I've kind of ran into a problem with is I don't really know how to define that there's a pathway here at the moment. It kind of just ends at the stone. What I'm thinking of doing is I might just use cobblestone wall and kind of wall off a part, but then it feels kind of not as open, and I want it to really feel open. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with that. I'm also realizing this is going to be a little bit smaller than I realized, because already at this part we're kind of at the end. So I think we're going to have this part go up here, and have this side go up as well, like that. That way, that's a pretty nice size, and then it can go back down. So I think we need one more archway, and I think that will then size us. So we'll go across here. We'll bring this one up, and then bring that across as well, like that on a diagonal, and then we'll come down here. We could probably just connect all of this, and now we have a shape to go with, which is going to be really good. So now I just got to fill in all the open spaces, and then once all the open spaces are filled in on the top, then we have to worry about the walls on the bottom, because right now they're just super flat, right? All it is just cobblestone on the sides, and I want them to kind of make more of a circular shape. So that's going to be the next thing that we do, but I can't get ahead of myself. I got to focus on this dirt stuff at the top. So I took a bit of a sidestep. What I decided to do was make all of the walls stone first, and you can see that definitely helps out a lot. I don't know what that is doing there. That needs to go away, but it definitely helps, right? So now it seems more actually like a cave. The problem right now is the ceiling. I think what I want to do with that is kind of just stone it off, honestly. Do some slab stuff with cobblestone and make some type of design, because right now it's kind of flat on the top. I originally had it 1 layer higher. I didn't think it looked too good. Now you can see it's like 5 layers deep. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 layers instead of 7, which I think is a lot better. Still, I'm not too sure on a couple of these things. I feel like making the roof, honestly, all stone might not be a terrible idea, but I think it might just look weird from the outside, especially on the bottom part here. So I don't know what I really have to do. It's going to be kind of difficult to transform it, but I know that for certain parts, like, we're definitely going to be outing this cave. Like, it's going to be outdented so much, or I guess indenting. I don't know, I always get those mixed up. I don't even think outdenting is a word, to be completely honest with you, but making it seem more open is going to help make it seem so much more like a cave. Like, that's going to be one of the things that really help it make it stand out. So I'm just going to kind of do this, make little patches of stuff, replace whatever dirt I find with stone, and really make it seem a bit more open and kind of add some shape to this thing. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I hope you guys don't mind that, and we're going to keep going on this project. I really want to try and get this thing done. It's definitely interesting. It's definitely one of the more interesting things we've done, but it does look really cool from down there. Let me actually show you that really fast. It definitely looks a lot cooler from the bottom than at the top, but I also think that's just because you're going into it from the bottom. So this is what it looks like down here. I definitely think it looks a lot better. Still needs a little bit more support, I feel like, with the dirt, but that'll come with this next cut, honestly. That's the stuff I gotta figure out right now. I did the hardest part. I believe I conquered the hardest part, and that was getting the shape right, and I think I did it. You guys can see in here, if we go inside, it's a lot more compact. It's a lot smaller of a roof, which is kind of a compromise for having an all stone roof, which I was okay with. So if we head in here, you can see that it is now very much not just straight flat walls. It is much more curvy, and I like it because it looks a lot more like a square, or not a square. It looks a lot more like a circle, which is the goal. I still have no idea what I'm gonna do with the path over here. I think this is what we're gonna conquer in the next episode, making some type of shape around the nether portal, and then adding some more buildings along this path, because now that we have this path in, we can place, you know, 2 houses there, something over there, some lighting stands, something on this hill. Like, I want to get this whole area done, and then we kind of work our way around, which I think is going to be really cool. And then maybe we have multiple nether spots, because this is kind of far away from the main action, even though you do get a great view coming out of it. But I wanted to record again regardless, because I wanted to show you guys a lot of tips that you can do when you're building in here. And of course I don't have one of the blocks that I need, and that would be cobblestone wall. What we're going to be doing right now is, oh, this skeleton is going to be in the way. Go away, thank you very much. Even though you have leather armor, I will still defeat you. But yes, we're going to grab some cobblestone walls. Not too many. I think I have, yeah, that's more than enough, 10. And it just adds a little bit of depth. Like, we're trying to decorate the cave, right? Maybe we'll add some iron ore in it in the future. I know I don't have any on me at the moment, but definitely in the future it could be something that we add. But just putting these, I think this actually might not be a bad idea for our torches, right? Because we could put our torches on these, which I think would look very good. And we could have these around the whole side. So we can have another one here. think that's actually how we're going to use these. Originally, I was going to use them as like stalactite figures, but I actually kind of like the idea of them being, I don't know why I went in F5, that's my bad. I've been doing that again more. I do apologize. It's just a really old habit of mine. But yeah, these are looking actually kind of nice. We're going to do another one in this corner here. That'll look good, and then another one in this corner here. Very nice indeed. We could put one more right there, and I think that should light up the whole cave enough. So the other thing that I do want to show is using slabs and stairs. We can decorate this even more. I mean, you can place a stair that way. You can place a stair or a slab like so. We can grab cobblestone and normal stone. And obviously what I'm going to be doing right now is kind of just messing with this wall and replacing it with cobblestone in certain places. So that way it doesn't look as normal, I guess. I don't know what's the correct word to use there, but I don't want it to look, you know, just stone. I want there to be other blocks involved here and give it a look that makes it seem a bit more like used and worn in, which I think could look really, really nice. So that's what I'm going to focus on right now, and then I think we'll be able to wrap up this episode. I think for the moment, we're ready to put a pretty little bow on this project. I think we're done here. I think it came out very, very well. Now, hindsight, you may notice that there are random patches of dirt here. Now, I keep my water bucket in my 9th slot. I keep my food in my 8th. And I scroll to get to each thing. I always have been a scroller. And I scrolled too far and accidentally clicked my water bucket up there. I had to manually re-put in the path from about here downward. Because the new water, like, it makes source blocks on slabs, which is great for certain farms, but when you have a path like this, it's incredibly broken, and I'm currently waiting for all the grass to grow back so I can repath it all, but it made a complete hot mess. I had to place blocks everywhere. It was a complete mess, but you can see in here, it has been cobblestone-ified. I am very happy with how this turned out. I think the only thing it's really missing is like some iron ores or something, because we don't have that at the moment, but if I ever cave off camera anytime soon, I will definitely remember to put those in here, and then that means in the next episode, I probably will cave off camera, because in the next episode, we're going to be working on this project here, which is going to be the nether portal entrance, which is going to look something similar to this, but it's just kind of going to be bigger, right? It's going to be bigger, more stony, and have a proper pathway. I still don't know what I'm going to do with this part here. That'll be interesting to figure out, but of course the sun is setting, as always, even though that is an absolutely amazing shot. I am so happy with that. That's one of the best things I've ever built in survival, by the way. I'm very proud of that, but our temple on Oracle will easily beat that once that is complete. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. This grass is just about to finish growing in. If you guys have any suggestions for this area, please let me know in the comment section down below. I definitely am open to some suggestions. It didn't come out exactly how I thought it was going to turn out, but I am happy with the results. So I'm going to leave it there. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode of Figuring It Out, and I will see you guys all later. Peace out.